starts racking up, and you can go ahead and play it a little bit safer.
We saw FD figuring it out. Those needles, I think, were part of the answer. The down tilt to neutral were starting to work as well. We just couldn't get the full contiguous game plan to keep the Zetterburn out of your face for long enough to get your combo game started, to get the mix-ups running.
Now, at this point, we got the run back. Domnique, Beastly, all right? We saw several times where Domnique would go ahead and try to throw those fireballs out, but Beastly was ready so much of the time to go ahead and parry it, send it right back, and now all of a sudden, what could have been a great opening for Domnique was a brutal disadvantage for him.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a 3-0 on winner's side. Let's see the adaptation, maybe just staying warm this time around. You pointed it out before. Beastly was going into that a little bit hotter and spicier. He had a little bit more time, so let's see.
Now, right out of the gate, we get rid of Aetherian. We go ahead and get rid of Jules Vale. I think at this point, we're probably going to see that we saw the beginning be Merchant Port last time. I do like the option of Hodojo as well, but we are going over to Merchant Port. This gives a lot of space for both players to start feeling each other out, see what changes are getting utilized inside of this game. But you know what? Forget taking time. Domnique, all about that pressure. He said he was going to set the pace today, but Beastly setting the pace with the shines.
But anything you can do, I can do slightly faster, apparently. Speaking of anything you can do, I'm just going to parry.
Hey, you know what?
Bro.
I'm glad to see it this time from Oh, that was dead?
What was that stock?
Okay.
That was a turn-based RPG right there.
It really was. Whether it was the shine combos, whether it was the dares or the parries, Domnique coming in as a new monster tonight. This is the king of the jungle you expected to see, but now Beastly coming in a swinging.
This is just a 70-70 matchup. The way these guys are playing right now. Like, you hit Zetterburn with Zetterburn, and he just dies.
He really does. You got to be careful at all times. Bro is just trying to kill you. Got that murderous intent. Those Ted Bundy eyes looking at you right now. Now, look at that. Coming in with a forward air down tilt already. Domnique looking for a way to convert into a down air off stage.
Ooh, we see the first fireball of the set, and it connects. Last time around, those were consistently parried on both sides. So Domnique getting that opening, maybe showing he started to figure out some mix-ups.
Alrighty, not able to go ahead and connect that up tilt platform, just a little bit too high. Beastly at the ready with the parries. This was what did him so good during that winner's final set, and now maybe gonna go ahead and start showing it a little bit more. Domnique taking a lot more patience this time around.
Holy shines, Batman. I feel like these guys love using the shine as a landing timing mix-up option. We saw it on winner's side. Beastly actually shining twice at one point to stall himself in the air before coming down, just to catch Domnique off guard. Speaking of catching off guard, oh my goodness, that down special almost killed him.
Oh, and he lived a little bit longer, but one shine, are we DIing it properly?
Not
no,
quite.
sir.
It was close. There's so many of those scenarios where you have to be just perfect to stay alive, and he doesn't quite get it.
Alongside that, if you don't see the purple, it might not be DI, it might even be the ASDI or SDI. There's so many things inside of that.
Great point. It only tells you if it's, in theory, survivable, not the specifics of how to do it.
We'll say Beastly again. The parries, they're so on point. I love it. Now, the jab check to go ahead and get that down tilt into the forward air. Domnique in a horrid position, and Beastly looking to convert.
Yeah, he is hunting and gathering. The king of the jungle, closing out game number 1. We out here in the Pride Lands trying to figure out who's the alpha.
So one thing that I saw, and looks like we're again having a little bit of technical difficulties. Black screen, never mind, we're right back in it.
It seems like it's just between games.
Yeah, just a weird little thing in between games. Now, as I was saying, one thing that I've noticed compared to the, oh yeah, it looks like we're having a little bit of extra issues. Let's go.
Oh yeah, there's a little bug with the menu where like, every frame, it updates the choice. You have to be really precise about how you flip that over.
Yeah, and they are going to go back to manual banning, it looks like, for now, where they were just having some issues with it. I don't blame them. It's fine. Now, one of the things I was going to mention, we saw the adaptation from Domnique this time, where Beastly, during that winner's final set, we saw constantly, all right, you're dash dancing, I'm calling you out on this overextension here. I'm going to get that. This time around, Domnique doing a very good job of not getting caught up by a lot of those attacks. Instead, though, still not finding the adaptation to the parries on the fireballs. Now, Beastly already starting off with a clean, cool little 63 here as we go ahead and get some more extensions on Hodojo.
When I see Hodojo out of a player, especially in the Ditto, I read it as a confidence pick. You believe that you can run your shenanigans, your chicanery, a little bit harder than your opponent.
Yeah,
unfortunately there as well with the side B.
Unfortunately for Domnique, it is not looking like his attempts here are going to come in and do the job, as Beastly doing a great job finding the shine to up smash, finding another stock. Domnique kind of slumping back after a second and refocusing, realizing, hey, it ain't done yet. Let me go ahead. I can still do this.
Beastly is just so on point. A little bit of a mix up there. And again, the parries are back. In the first game, he didn't parry those. This time around, he's ready for it again, remembering the timing, getting a little more comfortable with what Domnique's trying to do.
The back air to go ahead and beat out the fireball, but unfortunately for him, that did allow for Beastly to go ahead and regain a lot of that stage control. Now, down tilt, getting crouch canceled right into the shine. Domnique trying to put on some pressure, trying to get this kill, because he knows if he lets Beastly get a chance, we are just walking him off the stage.
You walk the dog out here. That is crazy that he is so consistent with those and can convert them into something like a strong forward air like that. I like the mix-up on the stage, but he's ready for it. Crouch cancel, back and forth. We are swinging in game number 2.
Oh, that's going to be a weak hit up air, down air. Oh, is he gone? No, not quite. You thought, but know what, Domnique? He's holding on. Yeah, he's breathing once more.
He was holding in.
he really was. Ooh, dude, again, ready to hold in, get the tech, but still so much damage. We are lapped in percent, and you don't want to be seeing that against Beastly. Though, we come in with a forward air right there. Just a hard call out, and it worked.
The fact that that was survivable is crazy. Maybe forward air isn't that strong. No, it is. Never mind.
It is that strong. Yikes. Good lord. Now, at this point, down to full stock. Domnique, what can you do when Beastly is running circles around you, getting the up air extensions? You took him to Ho Dojo and gave him that plat?
But you see, just the little flubs can be what matters. He dropped one hit fall, and as a result, Domnique got back into the neutral. However, Beastly, not deterred, he's able to swing out crazy back air from the ledge, the mix-ups. Domnique, though, trying desperately to pull himself back into this game and doing a good job.
Alrighty, Domnique getting the ledge trump, getting the down air, but of course, Beastly going to be able to tech, but not going to be able to get back to the stage here. Domnique breathing life into this game, only 71% to make up.
That could be one combo away. However, Beastly, the one who gets a combo, forward air going to put him in a bad spot, and if you get back on stage, you're going to catch on fire, forced to jump, gets away with it.
Okay, down tilt into the strong bear as well. Beastly not letting up on those combos. Now do the shine straighting back and forth. Instead, Domnique gonna be the one to win out here, gets the weak fair. Now, can we seal it out? Can we go ahead and shut him down? No, the whip on the grab of the ledge.
It's so close. Domnique has an opportunity, risks it all with that down special, gets away. Can he get off of the platform?
Oh!
No, he cannot.
Bro gave him a concussion with that one. Now, Domnique down 2-0. What do you do here? Look at this man thinking through, pondering. I think the big deal is, dude, anytime you're fireballing, it is getting parried.
Yeah,
it didn't matter. Neutral? Disadvantage? It's done. It's done.
Look, he got one, and it gave him hope.
It gave him hope for like 2 seconds. It gave him hope for 2 seconds, and then, you know, Beastly came right back in and like, hold up.
Wait, what's this button do? That's crazy. It's my turn. Anyway. I will say, Domnique is getting a lot better at the ledge. He is reading Beastly's mix-ups a little bit more consistently, so you got to be careful if you're Beastly not to get yourself into that situation too often.
Alrighty, dude, I love that forward air placement. Kind of like the idea that you would go ahead and utilize against Flea, where you go ahead and snuff out any jump game. Domnique using that against Beastly to shut out any opportunity of wave dash shines right there. Now though, Beastly using those weak hit up airs into the tipper ones to go ahead and convert for so much damage, 90%, and we ain't stopping anytime soon.
I feel like that down air from Domnique trying to land spoke volumes of where the mental game is right now. A little bit of desperation, trying to get something started when maybe it's not your turn, and Beastly taking that turn happily right now and not giving it back.
Oh, okay. Maybe calm down. Never mind. Okay. Don't calm down. You don't have to. My bad.
Look, he's not overheating.
Hey, don't use that on me. Don't use that on me. I'm sorry.
Okay, back up. Deep breaths. Oh, you might not have time, though.
There ain't no backing up for Beastly. He's taking another stock. Domnique hanging his head in despair, and I can't blame him. But you know what? He buckles up. He sits in the seat. He's locking back in, and he gets a stock. This is still possible.
The cat burglar out here, Beastly, with the shine, stealing away that stock so early, forcing Domnique into a desperate final stand here.
Oh, the jab to go ahead and get the lock, and now we are just walking him across the stage. It is wobbling and a half with the shine, and is that gonna be it?
Scar is on the cliff right now, and Mufasa's looking at him saying, I'm not saving you this time. Double forward air,
brother.
closing it out, taking the game, taking the tournament. Basely is your EugeneBound 3 Rivals 2 champion.
Dude, that was clinical with that shine tech. I mean, what? We've had that for how many weeks? 2, maybe 3?
Exactly. My man, he has been in the lab 27 hours a day.
He really has, and it is showing. It didn't matter where you were positioned. I am taking you with one hit all the way to the place where I could go ahead and seal up that stock.
Oh, my goodness.
He also just took his money and walked off. He did not
that's
care.
crazy. Like, he's like, this is Tuesday for me.
This is any other Tuesday.
Not even a weekend.
I thought we were going to pull him over for like an interview or something. No, bro said, I am out.
He's out.
Doses.
He's got places to be. He's got other brackets to win.
I don't know where he went. How did bro disappear like that?
He's actually gone. He might be a Forsburn player.
Gone. Where's his clone right now?
Hold on, I think he's a Fleet player, actually. I don't see any of them.
Well, hey, chat, we got to go ahead and thank a couple of sponsors, including none other than the social media manager for us, Farflash.
Yeah, tell me about him.
Hey, you know what? When it comes to connecting with your community, you better make sure that it's somebody that knows them just as well as you. That means you got to go into your community, and Farflash knows how to do that. They are on the ground talking to your people and finding out how to connect with that scene. So go ahead, visit farflash.com or reach out to them at Farflash Group.
And while you're reaching out online, why don't you head over to start.gg/DIA for Diamond Dust 2 at the same time. We're headed down to Michigan for this one, April 12th to 13th. Absolutely fantastic tournament the first time around. I'm sure y'all saw it online. Why don't you get there in person this time if you can?
It's going to be a banger tournament, all right? Now, next up, we're going to go ahead and talk about Idaho's very own Good Manners and Customs 2. Look, this event might be ultimate focused, but let me tell you, they got some rivals heavy hitters, especially coming out from Boise. I know Mata living out there. They are a nasty maple. Plus, you got Street Fighter, Tekken 8, Under Night, and Birth. I mean, bro, any game you are wanting, they got it. Only $20 for the venue. May 17th, pull up.
While you're pulling up there, once again, there's so many tournaments to talk about. Let's talk about Breadbasket real quick. We're going up north for this one. I know I'm going to be there up in Canada, specifically at the Canadian Ice House, Edmonton's premier tournament series. When I found out about this tournament, I actually looked that place up. The Ice House, that is a nice venue.
Oh, it looks so good.
And
Gonna
if
be a dope
you
event.
nearby that Canadian area, of course, check out start.gg/BB2025. Get your tickets sooner rather than later so you don't forget.
Yeah, no, speaking of not wanting to miss out, I don't want to miss out on one of the greatest scenes of all time in Smash, that being Melee Ultimate SoCalSmash.net. My bad. Find events, view results, all that good stuff to stay connected with one of the strongest scenes that's ever been.
It's a nice website, too. I went on it. They've got a banner constantly scrolling that has their PR going.
It's nice. It's a lot of good work for something that is for that local scene. I love it. I love it. Speaking of something I love, Ring Out. All right, look, Lentini, I'm going to keep it a buck.
Yeah, tell me what's up.
As the commentary director, I'm looking through, I'm seeing the events that we're talking about in advertising. I'm writing down the notes, and I'm like, okay, what, like a national or regional in Akron, Ohio in November? That's pretty cool. No, this thing's a goddamn major.
Yeah.
Sonics, Pocket, Lima, Shiny Mark. I mean, if there is a top 20, top 50 Ultimate player, you're likely going to be seeing them. Singles, doubles, crews, plus we got all best of 5 with catering, with Rivals 2, $2,000 and a pop bonus. I mean, what does this event not have for a first-time event?
Well, they got the wrestling ring for one thing, so you can't say they don't have that. It's going to be super exciting. Definitely check them out November 22nd to 23rd before it's too late. And one more, of course. I know my man Yin's going to be excited for this one. He's going to be there. Best of the West 3, Clim Hazard, 60,000 Mexican dollars on the line here, April 5th to 6th down in Mexico. Registration still open. Do not miss this fantastic opportunity for those of you in the U.S. to travel internationally.
Straight up, what the best event I've ever been to. And they also got another one cooking up in Tijuana, none other than Worst of the West. For some reason, they got the winner of the first Best of the West there on the roster. Feels kind of disrespectful.
Hey, it's like a marriage. You're there for the good times and the bad.
And the bad times. You know what? I respect it. You got Waka, Alan Disc, Omega Rugal, Alex Disc. I mean, this is some of the nastiest Mexico has to offer happening in Tijuana, March 30th. Go register for that bitch.
And Battle of BC.
Do we need to talk about this? Do we need to?
Look, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be on the boat of BC while we're at it as well.
I thought we all knew about this.
Use the code EugeneBound, $10 off.
$10
Let them know
off?
you're listening. And of course, we got Rivals 2 there. We've got all these games we see on the banner there. Sooner rather than later, y'all better sign up because it's already March 15th right now. I had to check my own calendar. That's gonna be up in Vancouver. All you PNW people, that's an easy drive. Just make sure you got that passport or that special ID license, whatever you need.
That's so dude, having a discount on that event, that is crazy because that one pops every year. Now, speaking of something that pops, that satellite network, baby, we got all your best in the business, whether that's that Air Dasher, those anime fighters, regular fighters, Melee, Ultimate, and of course, you saw it earlier, that Rivals action, absolutely nasty. Go ahead, follow on the Twitch channel. Heck, if you got an extra 5 burning a hole in your pocket or you got those Twitch primes, hey, go ahead and send some love.
And of course, you were talking about it at the beginning, so what better way to round it out than to talk about it at the end? Tempest Stream Productions. We got Sayo here with us today, taking us through this. Y'all saw how smoothly this ran. And on the other stream, of course, we got Taizai. If y'all want to see this kind of production at your events, check out all the socials there at Tempest Stream. Hit them at team@tempeststream.co on the email. Some of the best to ever do it, and these guys love the community.
For me, honestly, the biggest vouch that I could ever give, they did Genesis. If they're good enough for Genesis, how do you not think they're good enough for your event? Bring them out.
Well, I'll tell you, they are.
They are.
They're
they
good enough.
really are. And hey, you know what? If you thought we were good enough, go ahead, check our socials. We're going to be doing a lot of events coming up. I know you're going to be out at Battle of BC doing a major in Canada. I'm going to be doing a major down in Mexico with Best of the West 3. Follow us for all that good Smash, Rivals action, whatever it may be. And we will see you guys next time.